So, pretty much how we're gonna start this is you guys went to Alexander Smash Cut. Tomiko and Annika, you're at the breakfast bar early in the morning, and you've gotten your coffees and you're making your way back to the table. All of them are full. Then you can see one in the back is like mostly open, but you can see someone passed out face first on the table.
Do we know this person?
Yeah,
Maybe.
do we?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Tomiko's gonna get a glass of water just in preparation, just like in case it's needed. Just you poke him. And if he doesn't wake up, we have this.
Who is it?
So, you go and poke the person on the table, then they kind of like roll over to one side, and you can see they look kind of messy. Their hair is like super greasy, and like you can see them like drop what looks like a bottle out their hand, and they just roll over and go, break bread with that at me. What? Racist. Yeah. And then their eye slowly opens, and then he looks up. Yo.
Hello.
Annika dumps the water on him anyways.
You do that, then he kind of just slicks his hair back and takes his headband off. Look, cuz I'm just trying to medicate and appreciate. Why are you killing my vibe? And then he gets up and then wrings out his headband over your like jacket, then kind of walks off staggered.
Can I punch him?
Why is everything violence with you?
Listen! She has problems, no.
It's up to you if you want to punch him.
I gotta get this cleaned again. She looks upset.
Tomiko, she's gonna like take the jacket and put it over a seat in like a sunny spot and just say, just sit down. It's all right. It was just water at least. And then she's gonna pick the bottle up off the floor. Is it vodka? Is it tequila? What did he drop?
Looks like a stolen bottle of like whiskey.
Okay. She just puts it down and sits with her coffee, dusting it off. She's like, I don't know where this guy has been. She's gonna, clean the table up a bit and just hand Annika her coffee and say, all right, are we calm now?
Yes. She says as she's like, I don't know what she's holding, like she's holding like a yogurt cup. And she's like, yes. And she's like squeezing it very tightly.
Eat the yogurt. It'll have sugar in it. That's good for shock.
It's my favorite coat, she says, and it's like a red leather jacket.
Well, we can be on the eye out for him later, and if he reappears, then we can break his hand.
Okay. I'll let you do that. I'm not very, bone breaking.
It's not as hard as people think it is. Just go for the digits. Go for the digits. One finger at a time. It's perfectly fine. She has like a, she had like a pan au chocolat, and she just begins very happily like munching on that, sipping her bubble tea.
She says, right.
So, scale of 1 to 10, how do you think things have gone so far?
Well, we're in second place, so like a 6.
Mm-hmm. Second place is not first place, though, is it?
No, It's not.
And somehow the other team are defying the laws of physics to get into first. Was there anything under subsection 4D about that?
Not specifically. I mean, he had the good idea using hang gliders, but I don't do that. He says offhandedly.
We need to step up our game. Sakura, she's bringing her A game. Kenzo, he could do better. I think we need to speak with him.
Indeed. Well, I don't know. He seems to be holding his own, I guess.
He seems more interested in causing conflict, I think, in my opinion.
Yes, he's not very, team-oriented.
He struts around like a peacock. I don't like it.
You say to a girl who always struts around like a whatever insert. She goes, yeah, well, he's useful, I guess, for his other skills. But we might have to think outside of the box this time.
By outside of the box, do you mean something that would go across, go against, let's say, subsection B4 of the rules? And subsection B4 is like cheating and shit. Don't do.
Don't break people's legs.
It's only legs, there's nothing about hands.
Well, I don't know. Maybe trying to make it more fair would make the win better.
I can't tell if that is a yes or a no on the cheating.
She, you probably know if we've done study dates before that she, often figures out the back way of, the back door of how to, do shit with coding and shit. So she just raises an eyebrow, I mean, we're not in trouble unless we get caught, right? I think that's what Aladdin said.
I don't know who that was, but loopholes are a remarkable, remarkable thing. And she holds up her cup like a chink.
They clink cups and she'll say, so, I've got a question for you.
Ask away.
I mean, if you kind of like someone, but you're kind of enemies with one of their friends, how do you, without breaking anyone's legs, navigate that situation?
You took away my one answer. That's how I solve most of my problems. I mean... Are you certain that the leg breaking is a no-go?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I would try and put aside my differences with the other person for the well-being of my intended target.
Okay.
I'm certain that's what relationship counselors would say, something along those lines. They probably don't use words like target, though.
No, but I get your drift. Okay, so I know, that would require being nice to my rival.
Yes, it would.
Okay, well, I try to give him advice when I'm 11, but he did not understand.
Have you tried sending him a fruit basket? Those often work.
No, I never thought about the fruit basket. She says, looking pensive. Okay, so no bowling, friend, no mentioning ocean.
Fruit basket.
Fruit basket. Okay. I guess I'm sorry, here's some fruit. AK. No, just kidding. You get a lot of fruit in the Yakuza. That's not a character. God, we got another fruit basket.
Guess Grandpa's dead. That's probably what they're apologizing for. Can Tomiko make a check to see if she can figure out who? Because I imagine Annika would have probably said, "Oh, there was this kid, and he stopped me from getting a thing, and he's on that team, and like he's my rival." Like, can Tomiko make a check to be like, she spoke to Ray for a really long time, and they went swimming?
You can roll me either a empathy or a social roll.
I'm gonna go for social. When you click on social, would the modifier be your empathy score or your social score?
Well, it's asking if you have any additional mods past social. It's already adding your base stat.
Okay. 18.
18? Yeah, you could... You were watching everything that night, so I'm pretty sure you saw her sitting at the pool with Ray for a while.
Tomiko's eyes narrow slightly, and she's just going to say, "It's not the boy in the ugly shirt, is it?"
I mean, that's objective.
That is a yes or no answer. Is it or is it not the boy in the garishly coloured shirt?
And she kind of like doesn't say anything, and by not saying anything confirms that. She takes a sip of coffee. Tomiko can see on the side facing her that it says pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah. Tomiko, she just... Her face doesn't change, but her aura says, "Why?" And she just... You do realise that we are competing against them. We are actively trying to crush these people into the dust.
Yeah, well, because we're competing. But afterwards, when we're done competing...
Would you like to be crushed into the dust? And then, well, I don't know what you're into, but most people don't like to be crushed into the dust. And then, we beat you, sorry, have a date.
Okay, I'll work on the plan. It's not great.
As long as this doesn't get in the way of your ability to pulverize him, I can accept this. However,
she's like, yes, we must beat them in the competition, no doubt.
Absolutely. And maybe if you do date him, advise him on better clothes.
She shrugs. She wasn't really looking at the shirt.
His pectorals can only take you so far, I'm afraid.
She's 15!
Tomiko just takes a sip of her drink like they never learn. They focus on the pecs.
Well, she'll say, and he seems smart. Unlike Todd. And she shivers. She tried to date a Todd, he was dumb.
That's what you get for dating someone called Todd. Who the fuck is called Todd?
So, I guess we need our strategy then. Maybe if we get stuck, we can think outside the box and, defy something.
We keep our eyes open, and when we smell blood, we go in for the kill.
Yes. Okay. She's still unnerved despite how long she's known her. That she always goes for the, creepiest ways of explaining things. She's like, there's something there. There's something wrong, but I like this girl.
Sip, sip. NC?
Okay.
Yes.
Damn, Ray is just
You
getting
guys even
destroyed
see me
about
at
his
this point?
story.
I just find I find this funny because of Kallista. This is the second character where our characters have issues with each other on some level.
Say that again for me, please. Oh,
It's
shit.
the second campaign where we both have where our characters are against each other to some level.
Oh, God.
You know, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It's a joke.
I swear Tomiko has nothing against Ray,
it's fine.
just his
It's
closet.
It's fine.
She's like, burn it to the ground. It hurts
it's
my
fine.
eyes.
Damn your
fine.
traditional
Joe.
Hawaiian wear.
I just find it so funny.
Yeah, Annika's like, I think I'm friends with Tomiko. Maybe it's hard to tell.
You're not enemies.
No,
If I act like a shark, maybe I'll end out okay.
no, we're not enemies.
That's true.
Just
All right.
She hasn't tried to break your leg.
Just
Smash
keep
cut back to
swimming.
the one scene you guys wanted to do as a group, and then we'll be at the school at that point, logistically speaking.
Alright.
Wait, so what happened with the
The door was opening, and that's where our scene begins again.
Ray's just like this. He's still he's got his eyes closed.
For some
Alright.
reason, once you open the door, you find Alexander on top of Ray. He moves in his sleep. Just FYI.
What?
Yeah.
Across the room. He levitates.
Yeah.
There were different beds!
Open his
Just
eyes.
so you know.
He sees Kevin. He sees Alex. He just stops. Like he says, Alex.
He's just asleep. He
He's
doesn't
just like-
respond.
You know, I'm almost tempted to say we'll come back
Don't even
later
bring
and
it
let
up.
you two sort this out.
No, let me. hold
But
up.
this is kind of important.
He's gonna pick up Alex and just move him aside.
Alexander starts clinging tightly to Ray without knowing.
I have a body of 10. He's just Alex, wake the hell up.
Guys, this is important. We need to go down to the cargo hold and speak.
I know.
Quiet.
Just hold up. I shout at Alex's ear. Alex, wake the fuck up.
What?
Stop clinging to me.
Alexander just says
It would be
quietly.
better if we down easily and took different paths to get there. Try not to be followed.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, what's happening?
We have some important information. We don't want other people to know. The follow
We don't
part
have
is
any-
probably nothing, but I mean, I guess technically, yeah. Try not to be followed.
And where are we meeting up again?
Okay.
The truck.
They are eating fish
Alright,
tacos.
okay.
Alright.
They are eating
Okay.
fish
Sure.
tacos in the cargo hold. There are some fish tacos for us, maybe.
Oh,
Just kind of like
Daniel's not
Looking-
Fish
Flying.
tacos in the cargo hold don't work. Really.
Gen will put a hand on Daniel's shoulder. Daniel, please stop. We need to talk to you guys in the cargo hold. That's it.
All right.
Just
Okay.
don't bring anyone
Just-
else.
Of course. Yeah. Just us. All right. Just
Yeah.
go. We'll catch up with you.
Yeah.
And as Ray gets up, he's gonna grab some of Alex's clothes and just throws them in his face.
Again, we'll close their door and just look at Daniel like, why? Phone call
Okay.
from my mother. I will be back in a moment.
Thank you for throwing my clothes at me, Ray.
Yeah, you're welcome. Why the hell were you in my bed?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No, I was at my bed, And I woke up at your bed.
Ray just.
I mean,
What? Who tells? Who, like what? What? Did some secret person just come and grab you, move you to a bed, apparently, and you were clinging to me also? So I think you have nightmares. Which, okay, sure, but
look. I don't know.
Can I make an empty a human perception check on him just to make sure if he's telling the truth, or like if he's actually genuinely like what's going on?
Sure.
Just a quick roll, it won't take long.
I mean, Alexander is not lying. Player me made this happen, but Alexander does not know.
Not lying. Oh, okay. Let's just put on your clothes. Let's go and have this conversation. We can talk this later. But let's go and meet with the others and see what they want to talk about. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Can you step outside and let me change? Or, go to the bathroom. I don't feel comfortable, people.
Sure, whatever. He's just gonna grab his clothes and go into the bathroom. Doesn't take long until he waits for you to be ready and get out.
Okay. While Ray's in the bathroom, Alexander will try to, hurriedly change clothes because, he doesn't want people to see anything. And ta-da.
Okay. And all of you will meet at the truck.
Again, does a quick look around the area, make sure that there's nobody in the area.
I'm keeping an eye out also.
Any rolls you want, or
down.
just do we not find anyone?
For right now, I'd say you guys have the privacy.
What did you guys
alright.
want to talk about?
Well, I needed to talk to all of you, and I think afterwards Daniel wanted to talk to you specifically, Alex. But, so I was walking through the hallways, like a day or two before we got confirmation that we would be going to the next event on this island. And the bio teacher and the chem teacher were talking. They were using some language I didn't know. I can't even remember if I remembered what language it was. But they occasionally switched back to English. And the few words that I got were essentially that Miss Watanabe, if you remember her, she had the whole big presentation on the Ouroboros and the viruses.
Yeah.
Apparently she left some samples of something here. The teacher didn't say what, at least not in English.
Are you saying samples of the virus at our school?
I don't want to alarm anyone.
Wait a minute.
But I have reason to believe that government officials, specifically ones who have worked with scientists from the Umbrella Corporation in the past, have been coming to our school.
Wait. The school, so wait, there's things coming to our school, like stuff from like the viruses and all that?
Essentially, yes. I think what Miss Watanabe left was a part of either some form of Ouroboros virus or some such. Out of character, we've seen the Umbrella emblem on the obelisk, right?
Yes, but the school was formally taking a sponsorship from Umbrella, so there's a couple old symbols here and there.
Yeah. The school has worked with Umbrella in the past, so it's possible.
Right, thanks for a bit. Actually, I remember something. Don't know related, but it could be. Remember, like after when we won the first challenge, like somewhere at the time, I was sort of walking. I took a shortcut to get to my class. I think it was my class or my club later. I forget what it was. But I saw that there was. I saw there was some crates being moved. Crates with the Tricell logo.
Didn't Tricell work on Ouroboros?
If I'm correct, yeah.
Do you know where they were going? What kind of stuff was in them?
I don't know what was in them, but there was a chem teacher who was signing them up. As far as I remember.
Were they wearing anything when they were transporting whatever it was?
What?
What were they wearing? Were they wearing hazmat suits or just regular clothing?
I think it was regular clothing. I'm not sure. All I know is it was somewhere near the auto shop area. I think I know where the place is, but I know there was a chem teacher who was signing up on those crates. Maybe we could be connected. Maybe those could be the viruses or equipment from Tricell.
Guys, I don't mean to alarm you, and I was really only going to tell Alex because he seems the type of person who this might have happened before to several times, no offense. But last night, I believe that I was attacked.
What?
Attacked?
Since I arrived to the party late, I just kind of hung out to save face, and met the family friend of mine, I can't remember his name.
Mr. Simmons.
Mr. Simmons, yeah.
I met Mr. Simmons. He approached me with another person who had long red hair, and then I was unconscious. I know enough about... Daniel knows enough about medicine and that's not normal, right?
Yeah.
I know enough about medicine at this point to know it's not normal. If it wasn't attacked, then I may die soon.
Wait. Red stretch hair, like, was it the girl or was it the lady?
Those are the same thing. Also, I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, was it red or was it
I
pink?
mean, once...
Those red
Out of character, I
things,
think it was pink.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a teen or adult. That's what
I don't know. The viruses? I don't know.
I've done a lot of personal research on the viruses. I mean, I think we've got the equipment that we could put your blood under a microscope, but I don't know. I'm not that in depth with what it would look like altered or how one would even go about identifying it.
Could you?
Can we also?
I also have a large amount of knowledge in virology, but with the challenge going on and our studies, I don't know if there's a safe way to do a test like that.
Well,
especially if they are being hunted or attacked or controlled in some way. Because if we are, and forming an experiment like that could indicate to them that we know more than they know, if we do know things. Has anybody else experienced anything like this since coming to this school?
Right. I mean, getting attacked and, anything
and
like
blacking
that?
out?
No,
Ray thinks. I mean, I had something, but I thought one was a nightmare. I think it's a nightmare.
what happened to you?
It was somewhere near I think it was like when we started third year. Like my third year. And I remember there was I woke up and there was this guy masked with red eyes. Had something over my mouth.
Can you describe
couldn't
him?
really see.
Can you describe what else they were wearing? Out of character, Thomas, is it too much to say that this is ringing an alarm bell for Gen?
You need a little bit more descriptors.
Red.
But it wouldn't be too far off to be like, that's the
You,
first thing that goes
you're
to
a
his
little
mind before he's
sus,
like,
but you can't
but
confirm
it's
much.
not enough to confirm.
Red recalls details like red eyes. I think a mask, like one of those World War II masks. Helmet.
Gas mask.
Yeah, I
That's
think.
what you're saying.
Gen starts describing the third picture in our little thing of the World War II gas mask, a man in full tactical gear, essentially describing the man that shot his father, and then subsequently knocked him unconscious.
Well,
Would that happen to
if
fit
any
the
of this is
description of your
true-
man?
I think so, but I just thought it was a nightmare or something like that.
If you haven't seen
having
them
a-
in real life, that's too accurate to be just a dream.
What? Okay, if what else happened like before getting knocked out? Did he experience something other than getting knocked out, like Daniel?
No, I was having a nightmare. Truly. I was going through this nightmare of the past, and next thing I know, I saw this. I had this weird guy over me with a mask, and I thought it was just all, I don't know, just part of the nightmare, maybe, or some weird, I don't know, maybe I was dreaming, something like that, and then I woke up and everything was normal. But what's going on?
Even if it does alert them, we need to check. We'll
Wait,
try
we were
and do it
talking about-
stealthily, but
We were talking about strange occurrences, right?
yeah.
Yeah, strange
Do
shit.
do you guys remember the beginning of our school year when we started school, where they sent us into our houses, our medallions? Did you guys like? For me, I touched the bottom of the bowl. There was no medallion, and then just out of nowhere, it appeared in my hand.
it could be nanotech.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
But I think that you might be focusing on things as tangentials there, Alex. Perhaps we should focus on the larger puzzle first, and then we can branch
Wait.
out and explore the
Hold up.
smaller
What if we
things.
have? What if we all are suffering from problems with gaps, memory gaps, gaps? You saw Simmons, you were knocked out. I had a nightmare, saw a guy, and then I woke up normally.
Well, if we
Yeah.
were missing gaps in time, then we would all have to be missing gaps in time.
I mean, this is fair. Though normally I am a fairly light sleeper, I like to believe I am fairly aware, and I did not hear you come in. To me, that is odd.
Could it be possible that our memories are being altered or erased? If you're saying that you never heard Daniel ever coming into the room, and Daniel gets knocked out and just wakes up in his room, then our memories could be altered or disappeared. And throughout that time that we don't even know what's happening, we could be doing something entirely different. Through the time that Daniel may have not got knocked out, and then through the time that he woke up in his bed, what was Daniel doing between that?
Let's recount all the shit that's gone down. So we've had memory gaps with me and Daniel, and potentially again, there have been things going on with the virus. You two have seen people that we don't see. You saw what I think is Julie.
We have evidence that some specimens of the virus are being at the school, which on its own I don't find that suspicious. Just because a high-ranking institute, it would make sense to study it here.
It would make sense for a college, perhaps.
We're a high school, and if they're having it close to students, it could possibility of being a danger to us. What if that virus, there's an outbreak of that virus at our school? We are potentially in danger.
We are.
Hey, Daniel.
That goes without saying. And I do think that we tell the others, but not at once. We don't want to cause a panic, and we want to make sure that we can covertly.
I suggest we best keep this to ourselves for now. Just for now until...
Wait, if our memories can be altered or erased,
What's to say they won't take this from us?
or already have taken something from us beforehand, before even coming to the school.
Does anybody have a pen?
Again, kind of like pats
No.
around. I don't know. Is it okay if one of us
No.
has a pen?
Theoretically, you do have an explanation as to why Alex would have a pen right now.
True.
I do have a pen. I know. I'm like, I grab it and hold it tightly, but not enough, where it pops. So I'm like, here.
Alex,
Again, recognizes the pen and just...
I need you to... Alexander,
What was that,
I
Daniel?
need you to do me a favor. I need you to take off your left shoe.
Okay. As Alexander takes off his shoe, Alexander's still thinking about the altered memory and then how he hasn't been able to speak to his sister in a very long time and always been given the excuse that she's in the top class. If our memories are being altered,
Not quite. Daniel is going to write in German. Daniel's parents may worked for Umbrella on the top of Alexander's foot. In German, if we lose our memories and you see that message, it will bother you. And I will be the only one who can decipher it.
but okay, let's say we do this, and whatever that means, whatever you wrote on my foot, what if they erase that as well?
That is possible. They could erase it. We should try to get some. How do you
Give me
feel
the
about
pen.
getting a tattoo?
Give me the pen.
We'll have to
I
leave
mean,
little
I'm
messages
with it.
for ourselves in other places.
Yeah.
Something only someone else in the group knows.
Yeah.
This may seem stupid
Messages
right now, but I might as well do it. And Alexander grabs the pen and then, roughly slashes his arm enough to leave a scar.
What are you doing?
Wait.
Scars do not erase as easily as ink.
That is
This-
not deep enough
Okay.
to leave a permanent scar.
And do not make one that is. We will write ourselves messages, leave them in.
We need a backup for just in case that does not work.
Let me see your pen. And he again will take the pen. Now I need a piece of paper.
We have
Daniel
none.
has
I don't think we have
stationery.
any. Oh, you have stationery?
Daniel will have stationery and notebooks.
I'm just
And
putting
a
back my
textbook.
my shoe.
Gen will write in Congoan. We talked in the hull of the ship about possible virus. And he will tear it off, having written it in as small as he could in the corner, roll it up, and put it on the inside of the pen. Do things like this.
Smart.
No one is going to check the inside of your pen for information
Yeah.
like this.
Hey, Daniels.
Well, no one besides
That's a weird
Alexander,
question.
but he's on our side.
Hey, Daniel. Question. Mr. Simmons, was he always alone?
He, to my knowledge, every time I saw him on the ship, he was alone.
Except yesterday.
Except yesterday, when he was with a red-haired woman, as you said.
Well, I didn't quite get a very good look. I just got a person.
But we didn't see, like, we've seen Mr. Simmons around, like, right? But we never see this woman or whoever it is. Have we?
Wait, going back to the memory gaps and all that stuff, and alter memories if possible. What is to say that
Alexander,
it's
if
just
you dwell on this for another 5 years, we'll never move to the next subject.
fine. It's just
We must put it behind us and trust that our messages will be enough.
will
If
they
there
be
even
enough?
is memory shenanigans. There's probably not memory shenanigans.
Then I'd like to see you explain how you got to your room without waking up again. The light sleeper in our group.
Perhaps they put some kind of a knockout gas into the room and Gen couldn't up through that. I don't
If I was
know.
already asleep, it would be hard to notice. And then they could just waltz in.
Fine.
I'm not saying that we should discount it. I'm not saying that we should ignore it. I'm saying that there are other fish in ponds that we must focus on. And if we keep focusing on the memories thing forever, then
We won't get
we
nowhere.
will be
Okay.
missing bigger, fatter
Bigger
problems.
fish.
In any case, what do you guys suggest we do? I mean, we're just students here. Can't
Other
really
fish.
do much.
That might be a bit of an understatement. We are just students, just kids. But we're also the best of the best.
And with that, you'll
True.
hear the ferry horn that you're getting close to land. And we'll cut the session here.